Prince Harry has always been the one who felt everything deeply, open, raw, unapologetically human. But over the past few months, those closest to him say something has shifted. What once looked like vulnerability now looks like collapse. Friends whisper that Harry rarely sleeps anymore. He walks through the night, scrolling endlessly, staring at his phone like a man waiting for a storm he knows he can't stop. And then, one night, according to a legal consultant once tied to the Sussex Circle, Harry finally cracked. They claim that, in a moment of despair, he confessed something no one was ever supposed to hear. That Meghan never carried their children herself. That the version of parenthood the world was sold was not the truth, but the story Meghan insisted the world needed to believe. He said he agreed because he thought he was protecting their family, but instead of shielding them, that lie became the chain wrapping tighter around his chest every single day. Insiders watching from the sidelines say he now looks like a man haunted, someone holding on while his reality quietly unravels. Because this wasn't just a rumor anymore. This was where the illusion began to split open, and through that tiny fracture, the truth began to pour out. At the center of this chaos stands a woman known only as DL, her full name locked down for legal secrecy. She says she's done being quiet. Once bound by NDAs and silence, DL now claims she wasn't just a surrogate. She was the biological mother of both Archie and Lilibet. She says she has the DNA, the medical records, the receipts, the emails. The story Meghan and Harry buried, she says, was her life. For years, DL lived hidden, erased, ignored, promised discretion, promised safety, promised generous compensation, and left with none of it. No final payment, no acknowledgement, no contact after the births, just silence, as if she had never existed at all, until now. To understand how DL got pulled into this royal labyrinth, we need to rewind to late 2018. That's when, she says, someone connected to an exclusive fertility network approached her. The proposal was simple but secretive. A high-profile couple needed her help. Everything would be private, every detail hidden from the public eye. She signed the documents, entered the clinic, followed their instructions to the letter. And when it was all over, she was erased from the story. Everything seemed controlled until Archie's birth in May 2019. The world saw glowing headlines, a smiling Meghan, and a proud Harry introducing their firstborn to cameras. But according to DL, that photo op wasn't reality. She says the royal baby had already been born 2 weeks earlier, quietly in Colorado. She claims the story released by the palace, Meghan in labor, royal baby born hours later, was pure theater, that the world watched a moment built for PR, not truth. And when Meghan appeared on camera days later, perfectly made up, walking in heels, not a trace of recovery showing, DL says that's because there was nothing to recover from. What the world saw wasn't motherhood, it was performance. And this is where things get even darker, into the bureaucratic shadows where truth hides behind paperwork. DL alleges that no document tying her to the births exists in public records. Not a hospital form, not a certificate, nothing. She was told directly, "Your name must disappear." Everything whitewashed so that, on paper, Meghan appeared to fulfill her royal duty as a mother. But certain oddities began to surface. Months later, Meghan's name mysteriously vanished from Archie's birth certificate. The palace called it a clerical fix, but now with DL's claims, some think that change was strategic, meant to erase inconsistencies before anyone started asking questions. She says she saved everything, the contracts, the emails, even travel logs from the fertility team. Because when the payments stopped and communication died out, she realized silence was her only protection, until silence became unbearable. And this is what makes her story dangerous, not just for Meghan and Harry, but for the institution they came from. If DL's claims hold even a thread of truth, this could shake royal law itself. Under UK rules, surrogacy has to be transparent for custody and succession rights. If those laws were bent or hidden, everything from Archie and Lilibet's titles to their positions in the royal line could be questioned. Parliamentary committees are reportedly asking for clarity. Legal teams, both in London and Los Angeles, are said to be quietly preparing for impact. Inside the palace, fear is brewing. Advisors are reportedly dissecting every file, every timeline, because if DL steps forward with verifiable proof, this would be more than scandal. It would rewrite royal lineage. Meanwhile, Meghan has gone silent. unusually silent. No events, no statements, no staged appearances. Those who once worked with her call it containment mode. Even Hollywood producers, once eager to attach her to projects, have started taking cautious steps back. She's watching, waiting, timing her next move. Because if DL really has the documentation she claims, this could determine the rest of Meghan's public life. And then there's Harry, a man once defined by rebellion and heart, now reportedly crushed under guilt. Sources close to him claim he's unraveling, restless, withdrawn, consumed by what he's set in motion. He told one confidant, "I just wanted to protect my family. I didn't think it would go this far." Those words echo like a prophecy. The palace is frozen. The Sussex home in Montecito is said to be cloaked in tension. Meghan hiding from the noise. Harry pacing through sleepless nights. And DL, on the brink of revealing evidence she says will change everything. Her team is reportedly planning a public reveal. No edits, no handlers, no limits. Just her documents, and her truth. If what she holds is real, it's not just the Sussex story that collapses. It's the illusion that held an empire together. Because this isn't just gossip anymore. It's about names, identity, and legitimacy, the foundation of monarchy itself. Years of carefully crafted narratives may soon shatter under the weight of what one woman refused to bury. The world waits, the palace braces, and the countdown to revelation ticks louder every day. When proof steps into the light, even royalty can't hide behind shadows. As the tension builds, even people once loyal to the Sussex name are starting to whisper. Former staffers are quietly reconnecting with journalists, hinting that the story everyone thought they understood was built on careful deception. Suddenly, every old photo, every palace statement, every media clip is being rewatched and reanalyzed, frame by frame, as the internet hunts for the cracks that were hiding in plain sight. It isn't just a scandal now, it's a full-blown investigation fueled by millions of curious eyes. And somewhere behind that digital wildfire, Meghan is said to be in damage control mode. Private meetings, phone calls at midnight, lawyers flying across time zones. Her focus, according to insiders, isn't on fighting the story. It's on containing the fallout. Because if DL's proof surfaces, it won't just question her past, it could permanently reshape her public identity. For years, Meghan played the role of the modern royal who broke free from the old system, but now the same system she defied might be the one that exposes her. Meanwhile, Harry's silence speaks louder than any statement could. He's always been the emotional one, the one unafraid to cry, to confess, to take the hits. But now, his stillness feels like surrender. Friends describe him as drained, haunted, and cornered. The man who left England to build a better life in America now seems trapped in the very cage he built to protect himself. And while this global spectacle unfolds, DL is preparing her next move. Insiders say she's already signed with a major media network for an unedited sit-down, one that could air within weeks. Her lawyers call it transparency. The palace calls it chaos. But for the world, it might become one of the most shocking revelations in modern royal history, proof that sometimes even fairy tales have ghosts in the background.